Hello, my name is Jeff Rolka. Thank you for checking out my video. This is part of questions from comments 54. I'm currently experimenting with doing these as separate videos. Please let me know in the comments if you like these answers done separately in their own separate video or as a collection with chapter markers as I've been doing for quite some time now. Just had a request and I thought I'd give it a try. Anyways, this is like the best question ever because basically it answers itself, but I'll elaborate a little bit on it. I have two questions. Sometimes when I have to sustain a note, when I'm singing with my head voice, even if I always warm up, my voice cracks for a second at the moment I least expect it. Could this be apogeo? Yes, basically. Or I should say, it is an indication that there is some type of imbalance in the relationship between your apogeo breath management practice and the way that the vocal folds are adducting or closing. That relationship, one might think of it as airflow and vocal cord tension is another way to think about it, way it gets often phrased. Or you could talk about it in terms of subglottic air pressure versus vocal fold adduction. Same way of talking about the same thing, but that crack is an indication that something's out of balance. Dynamic air pressure exercises can be useful in figuring out a better balance, and then you have to move on to sustained exercises to really integrate it into your singing, but dynamic air pressure exercises will help a lot with that. But you were right on. Nicely done. I congratulate you on correctly diagnosing what's going on there. I might add, those little cracks don't, like, you didn't sound like you were thinking about it as if it were a bad thing. By all means, this is a good thing. This is telling you an area that you can go and improve upon, and it will help your singing. So if your voice cracks, look at it as an opportunity for growth, because that's exactly what it is. The second is phlegm. Usually, when I start to warm up, I need to clear my throat more than a couple times. Then, sort of after some 6 or 7 minutes, I'm okay. Is that normal? Abnormal? Could I do something about it? Completely normal. It's just normal. Like, phlegm is your body's response to when you have used your voice. So you do a bunch of singing or you talk on the phone a lot on a Tuesday, or just talk in general on Tuesday. And then when you wake up on Wednesday morning, you are going to have some phlegm on the vocal folds. It's a way for the vocal folds to coat themselves and to encourage recuperation. If you are finding that the phlegm is excessive or particularly difficult to clear, then you might want to ascertain the fluid intake, particularly if you're drinking enough water from day to day. That could be part of it. Also, you might want to consider too sugary beverages or beverages that are particularly hot or particularly cold. And from there, we could start going into diet and things like that as well. That can kind of encourage phlegm production or make it more substantial, thicker than if you are well hydrated. But from your description of things, it doesn't sound abnormal at all. It sounds quite typical for what my mornings are like, quite frankly. I use my voice quite a lot from day to day, whether I'm teaching, singing, making videos, things like that, just talking to friends and family, whatnot. And consequently, I make a lot of phlegm. That's every morning is kind of like that. I try to stay hydrated. I try to prioritize my voice. So sometimes family can interpret me as being a little bit quiet and it can make them nervous, like I'm upset or something like that. And I just have to remind them, I'm just reserving my voice. I'm just allowing my voice to recuperate. Everything is fine. I am fine. We are fine. Everything is fine. But I need to rest my voice a little bit more. So forgive me, but I'm going to be a little bit quieter for the rest of the day or something to that effect. You may consider all of those things, but this does not sound abnormal to me. Everything seems fine. You're not reporting any other issues. that sounds perfectly normal and, quite frankly, pretty healthy. That phlegm is, if you weren't producing phlegm, that would be of greater concern, because then something might really be weird. But at any rate, like I said, these questions, basically, the individual who asked them answered them themselves. I'm just elaborating a little bit on them. I do hope that helps. Thank you all, and thank you especially those of you who have chosen to subscribe. I truly appreciate it. I hope you're all having a lovely day. Take care of your voices, enjoy singing, and hopefully we'll see you again. Bye.